From laughter to fluency. As our learning journey reaches its final stage, we move from listening to using. Watching comedians helps us understand English, but using what we learn makes us fluent. The goal is not to become a comedian, it's to think, feel, and speak naturally in English. Comedy gives us the tools. It shows how tone, rhythm, and vocabulary create meaning beyond grammar. When we apply these lessons, we transform from learners into confident speakers. The first step is practice through imitation. Choose a small piece of a stand-up routine you love. Watch it again and again until you can say it smoothly. Copy the rhythm, the tone, the pauses, even the facial expressions. This exercise improves pronunciation and confidence together. It's not about sounding exactly like the comedian, it's about training your ear and mouth to move with English's natural flow. After imitation comes adaptation. Try telling your own small story using what you learned. Maybe it's about your first day at work, a funny family moment, or a mistake you made. Add emotion and rhythm the way comedians do. Use fillers like, you know, so, and guess what. These little touches make your English sound alive. Each time you do this, you're not just learning, you're performing communication. Another great step is shadowing practice. Shadowing means speaking along with the audio while you listen. It helps your tongue and brain move together. Comedy is perfect for this because it has clear rhythm and expression. Choose a short clip, play it, and speak with the comedian. It might feel hard at first, but after a few tries, your timing improves. You start to catch the small sounds that connect words, the secret to sounding fluent. You can also turn comedy into vocabulary lessons. Keep a notebook of funny phrases, idioms, or slang you hear. Write the sentence and what it means in your own words. For example, if you hear, I cracked up, write, I laughed a lot. Review your notes weekly and try using those phrases in your conversations. When you use them naturally, they stop being just words, they become part of your personality in English. Another powerful tool is recording yourself. Tell a funny story and record your voice. Then listen carefully. Do you sound flat or expressive? Do your pauses feel natural? Are your words connected smoothly? By comparing yourself with comedians, you'll notice progress. You'll learn where to add tone, when to slow down, and how to make your words clear. This builds not only fluency but self-awareness, a key part of mastering any language. Comedy also strengthens our cultural understanding. Humor is deeply connected to culture, history, and shared experience. When we laugh at a joke, we understand something about that society. For example, British humor values irony and calmness, while American humor loves storytelling and energy. Understanding this helps learners communicate better with people from different backgrounds. It turns language learning into cultural connection. Trevor Noah teaches us this perfectly. His stories about moving between countries show how English changes meaning across cultures. He explains that one joke might make people laugh in America but confuse others in Africa. This helps learners see that there is no single way to use English correctly. Instead, there are many styles, and each reflects a way of life. Through Trevor's humor, we learn tolerance, curiosity, and flexibility. Kevin Hart reminds us of the power of emotion in speech. When he tells a story, his face and body move as much as his voice. He makes people laugh not just with words, but with feeling. This teaches that speaking English with passion is more effective than speaking it perfectly. Mistakes don't matter if the listener feels your energy. Kevin's comedy inspires learners to express themselves boldly, without fear or hesitation. From Ellen DeGeneres, we learn the beauty of simplicity. Her English is clear, her sentences short, and her meaning direct. She proves that you don't need complex words to be engaging. You need warmth, clarity, and honesty. For learners, this is a relief, you can communicate deeply even with basic vocabulary. Ellen shows that connection matters more than complexity. Simplicity, when used well, can touch hearts. Ricky Gervais adds another layer, the art of self-awareness. He often jokes about his own mistakes or beliefs. This kind of humor teaches humility and reflection. When we can laugh at ourselves, we become stronger communicators. It shows maturity and confidence. For English learners, this is a lesson in personality. The goal is not to sound perfect, but to sound real. Comedy helps us find our real voice in English. Another important benefit of comedy is that it breaks the fear of speaking. Many learners worry about making mistakes or being laughed at. But comedians make laughter their power. They turn awkward moments into connection. This teaches us that humor can transform fear into friendship. When we learn to laugh at our mistakes, we grow faster. English becomes a playground, not a test, a language we enjoy, not one we fear. Laughter also helps us remember pronunciation. When something is funny, our mind repeats it. For example, when Kevin Hart says something dramatic and the audience laughs, that phrase sticks in our head. We remember the sound, the tone, and the emotion. Later, when we use the same phrase, it comes naturally. That's why laughter is such a strong teacher. It reaches both our mind and our heart. Learners can also use comedy to improve listening comprehension. At first, stand-up may feel too fast or full of slang. But the more you listen, the more patterns you notice. You start understanding jokes faster, and soon you can even predict the punchline. That's when you know your English is becoming automatic. Comedy trains your ear like music, one rhythm, one word, one laugh at a time. Comedy gives us a chance to learn nonverbal communication too. English is not only spoken with the mouth, it's also spoken with the eyes, hands, and posture. Comedians use all of these to tell their stories. By watching them, learners understand how gestures add meaning. You can practice this in your own storytelling. Use your hands, move your shoulders, and let your body speak English too. Another beautiful result of learning through comedy is confidence. Each time you understand a joke, you feel proud. Each time you tell one, you feel brave. Step by step, laughter builds courage. You start speaking more freely, making small jokes, and connecting with others. This emotional growth is often the missing piece in language learning. Comedy gives it to us naturally. No grammar book can teach that feeling. As we reach the final chapter of our journey, it becomes clear that stand-up comedy is more than entertainment. It is a mirror of language, culture, and human connection. It teaches pronunciation, vocabulary, emotion, rhythm, and confidence, all at once. Every comedian becomes a teacher, and every laugh becomes a lesson. What starts as fun soon becomes transformation, laughter turning into fluency. Keep learning, make comedy a part of your routine. Watch a short clip every day. Repeat what you understand. Write down new words. Try telling your own story using those expressions. Join conversations about what made you laugh. The more you interact with comedy, the faster your English grows. Consistency is key. Small laughs each day lead to big progress over time. Remember that mistakes are part of the process. Even comedians make mistakes on stage. They forget lines, stumble on words, and laugh at themselves. This is what makes them human, and relatable. So never worry about sounding wrong. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep trying. English rewards those who stay curious. Comedy reminds us that perfection is not required, connection is. Language learning is often seen as serious, but comedy turns it into joy. Through humor, we learn that English is not just rules and grammar, it's emotion, culture, and play. Each laugh we share is proof that we understand not only the words, but the feeling behind them. That's true mastery, when language becomes a bridge between hearts. So as our journey ends, imagine yourself once again in that small comedy club. The lights glow softly, the audience laughs, and you understand every word, every pause, every rhythm. You're not just learning English anymore, you're living it. That's the power of comedy. It teaches without pressure, it entertains while it educates, and it turns laughter into language. Keep listening, keep laughing, and keep learning, because every smile brings you one step closer to fluency.